What's going on, guys? JSGC here, back again for another Manchester City video, where today we're going to be doing the preview of Manchester City's game against Newcastle United in the Premier League. So before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, do subscribe to my channel. It is free to subscribe. Also, don't forget social media links, they're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Finally, this video is sponsored and brought to you by Stocks FC. Stocks FC is a football stock market where you can buy stocks in your favourite players and earn cash rewards based on performances. Stocks FC are giving away 5 free stocks to every user that signs up this month to help get you started. It also gives you a chance to familiarise yourself with the platform. You can scout young new prodigies and buy them early before the price potentially rises. You can also buy stocks in star players too. You can get rewards when players are named in teams of the week, month and season. You can also get in-play rewards where players get a point for every goal, assist or key pass that they make, and this will allow you to earn weekly dividend payments. Your free loan stocks are eligible for cash reward payouts for 1 month, so why not get involved? Check the link in the description to get your 5 free loan stocks and begin your journey with Stocks FC, or use the QR code on screen and it'll take you to the sign up page where it is free to sign up. And a big thank you to Stocks FC for sponsoring today's video. So, having a look then at this game between Manchester City and Newcastle United, taking place at the Etihad Stadium in Premier League match day number 25 on Saturday 15th of February 2025 with a 3 PM GMT kickoff. It does mean that this game is in the blackout here in the United Kingdom, which means the game isn't being broadcast live, which I'm not too sure why. 2 brilliant teams competing for the top 4 in the Premier League. I don't know. I do not know why this game isn't being broadcast live, but here we are. Anybody heading to the Etihad Stadium, do enjoy yourself. So, having a look at our opponents, Newcastle United, formed in 1892, led by manager Eddie Howe, currently find themselves 6th in the Premier League, level on points with Manchester City. Also got the same goal difference as well, but Manchester City have scored more goals, so Manchester City are literally just above Newcastle in the league. Now, looking at their form, they've won 3 of their last 5 games in all competitions. They did lose their last Premier League game at home to Fulham by 2-1. They did also lose 4-1 at home to AFC Bournemouth a few weeks back as well, but they did win their last game 3-2 away from home last weekend in the FA Cup, winning away from home against Birmingham City. They also did the double over Arsenal in the Carabao Cup semi-final, so I'm not too sure what to expect. Are we going to get the inconsistent Newcastle that's lost to Fulham and Bournemouth, or are we going to get the Newcastle side that did the double over Arsenal, who are more than capable of going toe-for-toe with Manchester City? Is it going to be a focused Newcastle, or is it going to be a Newcastle side that takes their eye off the ball? I have a feeling that they have a point to prove here against Manchester City, which means this is going to be a very, very difficult game for us. Again, I'm going to repeat, it amazes me that this game's not been selected for live broadcast here. Now, in terms of the dangers, Alexander Isak, the big danger for me in attack, but with his pace, Anthony Gordon is back and he's going to cause Manchester City some problems. Now, they do have some power and presence in midfield, including Sandro Tonali and Bruno Guimaraes. Need to be careful. They've got a very good midfield. Also got players like Kieran Trippier and Lewis Hall who can cause problems out on the wings or playing at wing backs potentially in this game. Who they're going to have fit at the back, we'll come to that in just one moment. I am expecting Dubravka to start in goal. Now, they do have some injuries. Joelinton, that's a big loss. A lot of physical presence there. Pep Guardiola spoke last season about the importance of Joelinton and what he brings to Newcastle, having that physical presence right at the top end of their midfield, playing behind the striker. That physicality isn't there for Newcastle in this game, so that's a big loss. Harvey Barnes, again in attack, a big loss, and the biggest losses here comes at centre-back. Lascelles is injured, doesn't normally feature, but Sven Botman and Dan Burn do, and they both face late fitness tests. Now, I imagine if either of these players are fit, then they will feature in this game. If not starting, they'll be on the bench. But not starting Botman and or Burn could be a big blow for Newcastle. So I'm expecting Newcastle to go slightly more defensive with a 5-4-1 formation. Dubravka starting in goal. I think it's going to be a back five made up of Kieran Trippier on one side. I think we're going to see Hall starting on the other, and then potentially, if fit, it's going to be Sharp, Botman and Dan Burn. Now, if any of these players aren't fit, then I reckon we're going to be seeing Kraft start, and if he does start, potentially Newcastle could go to a back four, which could see Livramento starting, potentially, he could play either side. Kieran Trippier could end up missing out in this game, or going over to the left-hand side, or Livramento goes on the left-hand side, but it does mean they need to go with an extra midfielder if they do go with four at the back, and I reckon that will probably be Longstaff. But I think they'll just be really wary about Man City's attacking presence, and I think they're going to go five at the back. So it all depends on who's going to be fit as to who's going to feature here for Newcastle. Into midfield, I reckon you'll see Bruno G and Sandro Tonali starting alongside each other, and then either side of them on the right-hand side, Murphy and Gordon on the left-hand side. Plenty of pace. Going to be a real busy game for Murphy and Gordon. If they do want to score goals and get involved in this game, then they need to see a lot from Murphy and from Gordon in this game. If City can keep them quiet, I'm confident we can keep the supply to Alexander Isak quiet as well, and potentially keep Newcastle out. Now, before I do speak about Manchester City, I do want to speak more about today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by Stocks FC. I do have my portfolio live and running. Got 9 players: Milinkovic from Forest, Kluivert from Bournemouth, Gibbs White from Nottingham Forest, and Alexander Isak here for Newcastle as well, all having very good seasons. It's why I've selected them as part of my portfolio. Managed to get a couple of good deals with Alisson, the goalkeeper at Liverpool, and Verbruggen, the goalkeeper at Brighton. I think Verbruggen's definitely a player to look out for, but also got 3 City representatives: Josko, Gvardiol, Phil Foden, and Erling Haaland. 3 players who I think can cause Newcastle a lot of problems. So I'm hoping not only we're going to see Gvardiol, Foden, and Haaland starting in this game, but also causing some problems and helping for me to try and earn more money when it comes to my stocks. Now, my rewards were at 73 cents on Monday. They're now at 75 cents as we sit here today, which is great. My portfolio was valued at Monday on $33.75. As I've added Erling Haaland, that's gone up to $37.45. So very happy with that. Back in the City, lads, and I'm confident we can get that portfolio worth even more, and even more rewards as well added to the players for this busy Premier League match day number 25. Now, you can come and join me on Stocks FC. Remember, all you need to do is press the link in the description or scan the QR code. That'll take you to the sign up page where it's free to sign up, and you will get 5 free loan stocks to go and check out as well. So do go and check it out, and a big thank you to Stocks FC for sponsoring today's video. So, having a look then for Manchester City, formed in 1894, led by manager Pep Guardiola, find ourselves 5th in the Premier League, 2 points behind Chelsea in 4th. With Chelsea playing tonight against Brighton away from home. So cheering on Brighton for today's game. It means if Chelsea drop points and Man City win tomorrow, then Man City go into the top 4, and all of a sudden, lots of doom and gloom still around involving Manchester City, but win our games and all of a sudden we start to look more comfortable when it comes to getting Champions League football for next season. So City's form, not great. 8 wins in 23. Lost our last game against Real Madrid at home on Tuesday night by 3-2. The big question is, mentally, where are Manchester City at? We were 2-1 up in the 86th minute, and we ended up conceding twice late on, and that's taken a lot out of Manchester City mentally and physically. So much so, I'm expecting rotation here. And let's not forget, Man City, the players and the club, they care a lot about the Champions League, so they will be thinking a little bit about the Real Madrid game away from home. And even though we can sit here and look at City's form and say, City have been playing like this, and we're not going to go to Madrid, we're not going to win, we're going to go out, focus on the Premier League, etc., etc. It's not how the players or the club are going to be thinking. They're going to be thinking that they can go to Madrid, they can beat Real Madrid, and they can beat them by 2 as well. So this game's going to be very physically demanding for Manchester City. So I'm expecting a bit of rotation, but Newcastle are an excellent team, and if we don't take them seriously, we're going to drop points, and that could be detrimental come getting top 4 football at the end of the season. They are a rival for us when it comes to finishing 4th in the Premier League. So to me, I don't want to think about Real Madrid. Do not think about Real Madrid. We drop points if we start thinking about Real Madrid. Do not think about Real Madrid. You go with the players who are fittest, who's the strongest selection available, and you do everything you can to try and win this game. Now, Newcastle's got lots of runners. They're going to cause us a lot of problems. They're going to create opportunities. I'm almost certain that they're going to be scoring a goal in this game. So it means Manchester City really have to play a 10 out of 10 performance to be able to beat a good team like Newcastle. So we need every player available that we've got, and players turning up and doing a really good job. Now, we are missing Rodri. He's out for the season. Oscar Bobb still out. Akanji gone off against Madrid. He's out for 8 to 10 weeks, as confirmed by Pep Guardiola. So we're not going to see Akanji until April, even into May. Jack Grealish, he's going to miss this game. He's a doubt. Same with Nico Gonzalez as well. Going to be missing this game. He's a doubt. So we've got lots of older players, lots of tired legs, injury-prone players playing through injury. And to me, you've got to think about which players that Real Madrid game has it taken the most out of, and then making sure that you're replacing these players with fresh, fit players who are good to go here for Manchester City. Now, to me, Stones, Ake, De Bruyne, they're the players that I want to see rotated by City. I don't want a Stones or Ake injury, so I rotate them here. And De Bruyne look tired. Maybe Bernardo, Silva, but everybody else, I chuck them in. And the likes of Marmoush and Khusanov, I want to see them starting. Even Vitor if Ruben Diaz or someone at centre-back isn't fit to go, give them their opportunity. James McAtee, a brilliant option to have available for us as well. If there's a potential way for us to make it work and bring these fresh, raring-to-go players who've got a point to prove, that could just be so important for Manchester City. So, going to pop up my team prediction. I go Ederson in goal. I give him another opportunity. He's our number one. So, to me, I stick with our number one, and we see how we get on with that. Some of you guys aren't going to like this, but I go Mateo Nunes because I'm just a bit worried about Man City's creative ability, and I feel like in terms of creating opportunities, in particular moving the ball from defence into midfield, Nunes is pretty good at that. Now, it does mean he's going to be going up against Anthony Gordon, but I counter that by starting 3 centre-backs and Khusanov on the right-hand side of them. He's got power, precision and pace. Have him man-mark Anthony Gordon out of this game, because I'm confident that Ruben Diaz combined with Kovacic and or Bernardo Silva or Ilkay Gundogan, whoever ends up starting in this game, I think that's enough to try and keep the likes of Murphy, Isak and also Gordon quiet in this game. I go with Phil Foden further ahead into midfield. I give more freedom to Josko Gvardiol because I thought City looked excellent when we had Josko Gvardiol being given more creative freedom. Now, I would like to see John Stones start this game, but he can't do 3 games in a week, so if he starts this game, he can't start against Real Madrid. So, to me, they have to pick and choose, and I know Man City, if we get a bad result here, we're still got plenty of games to turn it round, whereas that game in midweek against Madrid, there is no going back. So to me, Stones misses out. I go Marmoush, Savinho and Haaland there with plenty of fitness, plenty of running, plenty of precision, and I try and get Erling Haaland involved as much as I can in this game. Now, in terms of my score prediction, if we can match the performance that we had against Chelsea at home a couple of weeks ago, I'm confident that City can manage and win this game. So I'm being positive, both teams to score, but 3-1 Manchester City. Now, in terms of my betting tips, normally very close competitive games. I see both teams scoring, so both teams to score here. I see goals, so I'm going to back the 2 strikers here, playing it safe. Haaland to score anytime, Alexander Isak to score anytime as well. So next up for Manchester City, it is Real Madrid away in the Champions League last 16 playoff second leg on Wednesday. Our next Premier League game getting no easier against Liverpool. Thankfully, it's at the Etihad Stadium and not Anfield, but another gruelling game that's getting no easier for Manchester City. And for Newcastle, they're going to be playing high-flying Nottingham Forest next Sunday in the Premier League, so a good 8 days rest for them who do have a lot of fitness here on Manchester City. Now, last note, I will be doing a live watch-along for you guys to enjoy tomorrow. I'll be going live at 2:30 PM GMT. I will have my link out to that later on today for you to go and set your reminders for, so I will see you then. So, that's been today's video. Please do leave a thumbs up on the video. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below, including your score and team prediction for this game. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Do go and check out my social media links. You can find them in the description, including my my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships or any videos or any general business inquiries. And finally, do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by Stocks FC. Remember, it's free to sign up, and if you do sign up using my link in the description or the QR code on screen, that'll take you to the sign up page. Sign up and you'll be sent an email where you can claim your free loan stocks. You get 5 free loan stocks to help get you started, so worthwhile checking out, and anyone that does do that does help to support the future content created here on my channel. I wanted to say a big thank you as well to Stocks FC for sponsoring today's preview, and I'll see you all again tomorrow for the live watch along of this game between Manchester City and Newcastle United in the Premier League. Going to be a good game, going to be a very competitive game, could go either way. We'll see. So I've been JSGC, thank you everyone for watching, hope everyone is safe and well, peace, ciao for now.